So here we are for the fourth round of the Formulalympics season. We are here in Brazil for the first race ever in Formulalympic history to be in South America. Now the question is, who is going to get pole position, and more importantly, who is going to take the gold medal here at Brazil? Without further ado, let's get to the Formula 1 pre-qualifying and find out. And here we are for our first pre-qualifying of the session. As you can see here, here's the list of 12 people. The two slowest will not be qualifying. Now let's see who's going to go out first. It is Neil Krang making his F1 debut. Of course, a regular in the Formula 2 division, where Neil Krang is the highest rated Australian in F2, where he's the only driver that scored a point, while his teammate Dennis Firestone is yet to score and is in 22nd position. Now the question is, what can Neil Krang do for Australia, as he has replaced Vernon Chopin? As the Australian team has said that they have been disappointed with Vernon Chopin's performance in comparison to his teammate, which is Jeff Brabham, who's got third place finish in Silverstone. However, Brabham finished 19th and 13th respectively in the other two races we've done so far. So this is Neil Krang's chance to give Jeff Brabham a bit of a run for his money, but also try and give the spark that Vernon Chopin clearly has not had, that the Aussies were looking for. Other two drivers making their debut this weekend are Markku Allen from Finland, who has replaced Hanna Mikkola, as Team Finland say that Mikkola's performance has not been good enough, as well as Harv Regout swapping seats with who was the last driver, Jean-Paul Liebert, as Belgium were disappointed that Liebert didn't qualify. But then again, same story with Bernard de Driver, as basically it's been kind of musical seats with the second Belgian seat. I mean, we've had this is the fourth driver in that seat, and this is the fourth round of the season, so clearly Belgium are desperately trying to find someone who suits that seat alongside Thierry Boutsen. I mean, Thierry Boutsen got 6th in the first round, 16th in Silverstone, but he finished dead last in the West German Grand Prix. But the West German Grand Prix was thanks to his pit stop not going well. So here's Neil Krang getting ready to finish his first flying lap of the session. The question is, will Neil Krang make it out of pre-qualifying in his F1 debut? And here he is coming across the line, and the time that Neil Krang is set for everyone to try and beat is a 1 minute 12.3. That's a pretty good time from the Australian. How does everyone else compare? We've got someone going across the line, and that's Derek Daly with a 1:13.0, the Irishman, who qualified well in Silverstone but crashed down the first corner and not qualified the other two races. Well, it's been a strange one for the Irish team. Shekta Mehta for Team Kenya goes in first, with Krang second, Nigel Mansell third. I mean, so far the team that's underperformed so far this season already, so we're about to finish the first quarter of the season, is the British team. I mean, we expect so much more from Nigel Mansell and Derek Warwick, and we just haven't seen it so far this season. Oscar Leroux goes fastest for Team Argentina. I mean, pretty much next door to Brazil, so this should be the Argentine team's street. As Kiichi Suzuki from Team Japan goes into the lead of this first group with a 1:11.9. So we've got Graham McRae in the bubble. We've had Graham McRae and Lockhart now in the danger zone, as Kostas Loss from the Greek team pushes them in the danger zone. As we're about halfway through this session. So this is bad news for Graham McRae representing New Zealand and Pierre Lockhart representing Canada. And here we go, McRae coming down to sector 2, he's 1.8 seconds slower, and yeah, he's not going to improve his time, so I think it's fair to say McRae and Lockhart are going to be the two drivers in this group that do not make it out pre-qualifying, which is going to be very disappointing for their team, that is for sure. So yeah, it's McRae makes across the line, doesn't improve his time, and he stays in the bottom 2, which means it is all over for McRae and Lockhart, who abandoned his chance of going for the last-ditch effort to try and qualify. So here we are, just confirmation of the results. So Kiichi Suzuki and Nagasaka top 3 for the Japanese team, which in this pre-qualifying group. That's going to be very, very hopeful for the team that they might actually be able to qualify for the race around Interlagos. Meanwhile, we say goodbye to Graham McRae and Peter Lockhart while the other 10 go through to group qualifying. But before we get to group qualifying, we gotta do group 2's qualifying. Well, group 2 of pre-qualifying, and let's see who will not qualify out of there. And here we are for the second group's pre-qualifying. This is where we see Marco Allen and Harv Raga making their debuts for Finland and Belgium respectively. Now the question is, which one of them will make it into group qualifying, or will it be both of them, or neither of them that make it through? Well, we will find out in the next 9.5 minutes. Oh, we've got someone coming out of the pits first. It is Mike Blackwell, the other New Zealander, in this pre-qualifying session, as his teammate in the first group, Graham McRae, failed to pre-qualify. Can he make it out of pre-qualifying to give hope for the New Zealander team? So everyone but one person is doing the flying lap right now, and Mike Blackwell's benchmark time is going to be a 1 minute 12.8, not quite as fast as Kiichi Suzuki in the first group of pre-qualifying, but it's still a benchmark for us to try and beat. Okay, we've got someone who's going across the finish line. It is George Mouches from Greece. Okay, one of the few drivers who has failed to pre-qualify every race so far. Can he change things around this track? And Harv Raga on his debut goes into first position. So good stuff there from the Belgian. The question is, can he maintain it, and can he get through to the second group? Now Keke Rosberg sets the fastest time in this group with a 1:11.8. 8 tenths faster than Harv Raga, so Raga's gonna, if he wants to try and improve, he's gonna have to push hard. And then we've got Vic Preston in second, as Saro van der Merwe goes into first for South Africa. Okay, so near second here. So van der Merwe is first, Keke Rosberg second, Marco Allen on his debut just behind his teammate in third position. So Marco Allen doing a really good showing there, keeping up with his teammates. Only 2 tenths down, but that's not too bad. Then it's Vic Preston in 4th for Kenya, Thackle in 5th for New Zealand, Jorge Ricaldi, the other Argentine driver, 6th, Thierry Boutsen and Harv Raga 7th and 8th. Kind of surprised Boutsen's that low down in this group. Then it's George Mouches 9th. In the bubble is Jose Romero and Jesus Parija. It's in the danger zone. Now his team spawns the danger zone. At the last drive on this flying lap now is George Fauché, the other South African driver. And here we go, coming to the start finish line. It's Raga trying to get past the Spanish driver. I'm guessing the Spanish driver is actually slowing down Raga quite considerably. So focusing on Romero, as he really is coming down sector 1, his teammates should be coming past the start finish line by now. Okay, what's Romero's time sector 1? He is going to be 1 second slower already. I mean, he is 2.6 seconds slower than Mary's best time at the moment in comparison to the lap time so far. Romero is going to be at least 4 tenths faster to try and beat George Mouches. There goes Romero coming down sector 2. I don't think Romero's actually going to improve his time. If that's the case, then Romero is going to end up not pre-qualifying, and his teammate might not pre-qualify either. Thus, putting Spain in greater danger of not getting past round 8. Because remember, whoever is bottom, Parija improves his time, he stays at the bottom of the board, 1:16.0, and yet Romero's not going to improve his time, he's not going to beat Mouches' time either, So it looks like both Spanish drivers will not make it out of pre-qualifying. So that's going to be a huge disappointment for the team, especially since they're bottom of the board as it is, thanks to both drivers not pre-qualifying in Monza, and they're not going to pre-qualify here in Brazil either. So this is really bad news for the Spanish team. I mean, all they can really hope for is a miracle, and that's not only getting past pre-qualifying, but actually scoring a point. That's literally all they can really hope for in the position they're in right now. I mean, Parija is... I think they're waiting for Parija to finish the session, but I don't see Parija improving. In fact, especially he's 3.4 seconds slower. He's not... Even if he improves his time, he's still going to be bottom of the board. Or best case scenario, be ahead of Romero, but that's all it's really going to be. It's not going to catch Moshes at all. It's not way off Moshes' pace. Here we go, coming across the line. It doesn't improve his time anyway. Quick Preston finishes this session behind him in 4th. And he's going down the first couple of corners for a cheeky pass, but not meant to be. And we should be at the end of the session now. Yes, we are. Okay, confirmation of the result. Van der Merwe winning his group, 700 to a second head of both Finnish drivers of Rosberg and Allen. Then you got Fig Preston 4th, Mike Thackwell 5th, 6th for Thierry Boutsen, Jorge Ricaldi 7th, the debutant have Regout in 8th, George Fauchy 9th, and George Moshes for the first time this season has made it out of pre-qualifying. So we have to say goodbye to both Spanish drivers of Jose Romero and Jesus Parija, as neither of them made it through pre-qualifying, which is really not what the Spanish team could have afforded, and yet that is what they've been dealt with. So with that session out of the way, it is now time for the group qualifying session. Okay, so here for the first group for the first qualifying session. Question is who's going to go first and to set the benchmark. So and that driver that's going out first to set the benchmark is Stig Blomqvist for Team Sweden. As here he's coming out of the pits just now. We'll change the camera. Or am I just pressing the wrong button? I haven't played this in a while. Oh, hang on, it's because I've got the auto camera on. I haven't played this game in a good while. In between the pre-qualifying and this, just because of what's been going on in the real world. So here's the Swedish driver, Stig Blomqvist, who is currently sitting in, if I can find it on the table, 20th position with 2 points. So we're going to try and go on board. Here we go, on board, there's 6. That is one of the South African drivers ahead. I think that's Van der Merwe, but I can't actually tell because it's not very close enough. And the benchmark time, 1 minute 11.7. A good time from the Swedish driver. As the drivers behind him, Jan Lammers goes through the line, crosses the line, 112.4. So 7 tenths down, but it's still good, not bad. Oscar Laruri for... No, that's not Laruri, it's Lauda for Austria, that's second. And there's... Jens Windsor for Denmark in 4th place at the moment. Of course, he has gotten Denmark's first points of the season, finishing in 4th place. That puts him 11th in standings. There's Mark Galvin from Ireland, who is still yet to qualify for a race. He's DNQ'd all 3 at the moment. Will Brazil change things around? Now Walter Brun comes across the line next, 113.7. Is that the route? Yeah, Oscar Larue, that's in 4th. And then we've got 2 more drivers. Derek Warwick 6th and Marion Andretti 7th. And now Derek Dale, the other Irish driver, going to 2nd. And all the times coming in thick and fast. So we've already got De Narvaez, who's still yet to qualify for a race in the danger zone. And so is Walter Brun from Switzerland, as they're outside the top 11. So that is not exactly great. There's Fauchy going across the line in the bubble, pushing Jens Windsor into the danger zone now, with Andretti 10th. As I say that, Van der Merwe from South Africa goes into 4th, and the Colombian driver Guerrero 8th. Berg goes down to 4th. So yeah, all the times are coming in thick and fast. Then we've got a large group of cars in the 2nd sector, and the slower part of Interlagos. As we've only got 7.5 minutes left to go. Yet it's all kicking off. Andretti's in the danger zone. Warwick's in the danger zone. Stephanie Hansen in the danger zone. Vic Preston in the danger zone. We've got Marco Allen, who's okay. Oh yeah, this is Marco Allen's first group qualifying session. He's already making it into 6th place. So well done for him there. Any other debutants here? Looking for. Okay. Yes, Neil Krang is making his debut here also. Look at that, he's in 4th. What about the other debutant, Regau? Is he in the 2nd group? Yeah, it looks like he is in the 2nd group, but the 2 debutants both in the top 6. That's amazing stuff already for them. They could end up being permanent replacements for Vern Chopin, as with Alan replacing Hannah McCullough, because they both apparently underperformed, hence why they decided to give these 2 drivers in the F2 division a shot, and I imagine those have already going to impress Finland and Australia right off the bat. So improving the time, that's Vic Preston from Kenya, down in 17th position, so he is still relatively in the danger zone. And look at that, Erik Lundek from the Netherlands going to 14th. However, that's still not going to be enough for the Dutch driver to make the top 11, it looks like. Right now we've got Leroy in the pits, in the bubble. Jan Lammers is the highest placed driver in the danger zone 12, which is going to be very bad news, because Lammers is currently 2nd in the standings, and taking into account he got pole position and won the previous rounds in West Germany. So if Lammers was to not qualify here, though, this will be a double DNQ for the Netherlands, but it's also going to be jaws dropping for sure, because Jan Lammers is only 1 point behind the championship leader. That's Nelson Piquet, who's in the 2nd group, only 1 point separating them at the top. And then in 3rd place is El Angeles with a 40-point gap. He was leading the championship standings, and he DNQ'd the 3rd round of the season. So Blomqvist still leads, Mark Suhr is 2nd, Daly is 3rd for Ireland, Neil Krang 4th for Australia, Berger 5th for Austria, Marco Allen 6th for Finland, Saro van der Merwe 7th for South Africa, Nicky Lauda 8th for Austria, Mark Galvin 9th for Ireland, Roberto Guerrero for Colombia, and Oscar Leroux for Argentina is currently all in the top 11 to make it through to the race. Here goes Jan Lammers, so this is his chance to shine and get himself out of the danger zone to qualify for this race. Sector 1, 1/10 per second down on Blomqvist. He's only 7/10 behind in overall in this group, so the gap between first down to 12 is not exactly wide. It's relatively slim. But still, the Dutchman is got a lot to prove why he won the last race. He's got to see if he can do it. He can repeat that form in this race in Brazil if he wants to try and challenge for the championship lead over Piquet. Going down to sector 2, he's going to be behind by only 0.2 of a second. Good, there's still a chance that Lammers can better his time. He might get into the top 11 and push Oscar Leroux from Argentina down into the danger zone. Will he be able to do it? Coming across the line, and Lammers does. He goes into 7th position. That pushes Guerrero in the bubble and Leroux into the danger zone. Gold drives into the pairs. Walter Brown putting his time goes into 16th position. Andretti is going to improve his time. Goes into 8th. Pushes Guerrero into the danger zone. And now Mark Galvin from Ireland is now the one in the danger zone. 112.2, which is about 5/10 of a second slower than Blomqvist. Stephanie Hansen improving his time, but he stays in 14th, so I think the Swedish driver is going to end up not qualifying, which would be really disappointing for the Swedish team, especially since Blomqvist is currently the fastest in this first group. Looking further down, on board with Nelson Piquet. This is Piquet's last chance. He's 900 of a second faster than Blomqvist. Okay, so this is Piquet's last chance to get out of that danger zone, push Mark Galvin out, possibly, and hopefully redeem himself after because throughout the session in the danger zone, and well, Piquet, I guess, just was taking it easy as he decided to push hard at his home track until the very end. Let's see if this gavel's paid off for the Brazilian. And oh, Derek Ward going into suddenly jumped into second position. That pushes Galvin in the danger zone, Lauda in the bubble. Can Nelson Piquet push Lauda out of this session? And we got Piquet to come across the line. And Piquet does not improve his time. Wow, he lost so much time in the third sectors. So yeah, that's Nelson Piquet officially out. So that's going to be a huge upset to see the championship leader going out of qualifying. So only a couple of drivers left. A lot of the drivers are coming to the pits to end their sessions. Okay, only one driver left, so I'm not sure who that will be. But, is it Vic Preston? He was going to stop. Yeah, it was Vic Preston in 19th position. Well, right at the end of the session, things start to kick off, that's for sure. So, Stig Blomqvist wins this group with Derek Warwick in second, Mark Surer third. Derek Daly, for the second time of the season, has managed to qualify. Let's hope he doesn't crash in the first corner like what happened back in Silverstone. And the two debutants, Krang and Allen, 5th and 7th. That is an amazing debut for both of these drivers. This could be a sign we could see them more permanently for the course of the rest of the season. Then we've got Lammers 8th, Andretti 9th, Van der Merwe 10th, and Niki Lauda the bottom of the group that have qualified. So we have to say goodbye to Galvin, Guerrero, Laruri, Luedick, Johansson, Brun, the championship leader Piquet, Vic Preston, Fauché, James Windsor, and Mauricio De Narvaez. So with that pretty exciting qualifying group out of the way, let's see if the second group will be just as impactful. So here we are for the second group of qualifying. Let's see who will qualify in this group of 11 which 11 drivers in this group will qualify, sorry. Cannot speak English today. And the man going out is Eddie Cheever from the United States to set the benchmark for everyone to try and beat. Will he be able to do what Blomqvist did to set the benchmark and no one will beat him? Because Eddie Cheever to come across the line and his benchmark time is going to be a 1:13.3. Probably not a fast time, but you never know. And let's say that Lars Viggo Jensen from Denmark has gone faster, 1:12.7. We got Jorge Ricaldi from Argentina second. Now Elliot Angelis going into first position. He's got a lot to make up for after what happened at West Germany. Jacques Villeneuve second. René Arnoux from France going into third now. Of course, all I will be looking for Alain Prost, I would imagine. Manfred Winkelhock 1:11.8, so really quick time from the West German. Of course, Winkelhock didn't qualify for the previous round, despite the fact he was right up towards the top of the standings. So hopefully Winkelhock can make up for his DNQ, just like Ellis Angeles needs to as well. Stefan Beloff, his teammate, going in second, but Alain Prost splitting the two West German drivers. And as I said, Jeff Brabham from Australia now goes into the lead. Naoki Nagasaka fourth, Eddie Cheever going into seventh now. Ricciardo's in the bubbles. We've got George Moses from Greece. I think this is his first time getting out of pre-qualifying. Now Ayrton Senna goes into the lead. Okay, all the times are coming in. So Senna is in first. Jeff Brabham second. Nigel Mansell from the United Kingdom in third. Of course, Nigel Mansell made his first race in West Germany and it ended up him in 19th position. So Nigel Mansell didn't exactly have a good first race finish. Manfred Winkelhock 4th, Keke Rosberg 5th, Alain Prost 6th, Alboreto 7th, Kiichi Suzuki 8th, Naoki Nagasaka 9th, Mike Sacco 10th, Ray Arnu goes into the bubble. We've got everyone else in the danger zone. We've got Beloff in the danger zone from West Germany. Els De Angelis in the danger zone from Italy. He's currently sitting third in the standings. Could he end up not qualifying for the second time in a row? Thierry Boutsen from Belgium in the danger zone. Shekhtar Mehta from Kenya in the danger zone. Eddie Cheever from the United States in the danger zone. Vilna from Canada. Ricaldi from Argentina. Jensen from Denmark. Regout on his debut is down in 20th position. And we've got both Greek drivers, the two slowest, Kostas Los and George Moses. So it's all things are starting to kick off, and it's amazing to see Angelos is down in the danger zone once again. Thierry Boutsen goes into the bubble now. They're pushing Arnu into the danger zone. Suzuki in previous time, he stays in 8th position to the head of his teammate Nagasaka. Yeah, so Els Angelis 14th. This is really not good for the Italian. This definitely could end up blowing up his chances of winning the title. Might end up blowing up in his face if he doesn't qualify for the second time in a row. Then again, Piquet failed to qualify, but Lammers didn't. So Lammers is probably in a very good position to take the lead of the championship. Though Ayrton Senna, though, currently top of this group, could end up getting some bonus points. Could start towards the front. He could end up putting a serious threat to Jan Lammers, depending how things would go in the race as it is. We're coming to the 5.5 minute mark as we're on board with Thierry Boutsen, as he is 600ths of a second faster than the Brazilian. Now, will he be able to capitalise on it and go into first position? Well, the driver's coming out of the pits now as we're coming to the 5 minute mark. Here comes Thierry Boutsen coming across the line. And Thierry Boutsen goes into second, just behind Ayrton Senna by about a 10th of a second. That was pretty close from the Belgian. That pushed Mike Thackle into the bubble now from New Zealand. Of course, New Zealand hadn't had anyone qualify for the actual race so far, but neither has Greece. Question is Italy going to really be able to hold on to the championship? I'm sorry, I can't speak today, I'm too excited. Can Italy really defend the title? Because at the moment they're down in 5th position. Brazil have taken the lead, Netherlands is second, West Germany in the top 3. I mean, Italy, they are 13 points behind Brazil, so in the nations table, I mean, Italy can claw it back, but 2 tenths finishes in a row definitely aren't bringing too much hope to them. But you know, things can change. Arnu goes into 4th. That pushes Thakwal out to the top 11 and Nagasaki to the danger zone now. Because El De Angelis is going to come across the line. Is he going to be able to get in the top 11? No, he does not improve his time. El De Angelis is really struggling. But he does have time for at least 2 more flying laps. El De Angelis really needs to make this one count, because this probably is going to end up being his last chance to improve. Okay, so he's 1/10 of a second down in the first sector. I mean, Cheever improving his time. He stays 13th, so yeah, we've got 3 drivers who are going to end up being eliminated, which is going to be a huge shock. Angelis, Cheever, and Beloff. Cheever is 6th in the standings. Okay, Shekhtar Mehta going into 11th. That pushes Nagasaki into the danger zone. I think Nagasaki's not going to be able to come out to the pits at this point, so Nagasaki's definitely out. So Shekhtar Mehta definitely bring hope for Kenya to have someone representing them for the race. Oh, Els De Angelis is struggling. He's not gonna improve his time again. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Els De Angelis is not gonna qualify. What about Stefan Beloff? Yeah, Angelis goes to the pits. He knows he can't do it. So that's the end for the Italians' run. Wow, this is really a surprise that Els De Angelis' form has slipped dramatically. With Stefan Beloff coming across one set. Okay, Beloff is not going to make it either. Oh my words. Okay, so this is not good for them at all. Erika Chiva, though, he gets into the top 11. Shekhtar Mehta goes into the danger zone now, and I think that could end up being the end of a short chance of having a Kenyan driver in this race. So here we go, coming down sector 2, Shakhtar Meta. He only needs to find 1/10 of a second to beat Kichi Suzuki and make it so both Japanese drivers don't make it to the race. Meta coming across the line, nearly 6/10 of a second down. Oh, it's going to be really close, so I'm not convinced Meta's going to be able to do it, but he can prove me wrong here. Just needs to, oh no, he is going to, no, he's not going to the pit, sorry. And here he goes, coming across the line. No, Meta doesn't do it. Oh, that's really unlucky. Meta was so close, it just wasn't meant to be for the Kenyan driver. Okay, so that's the end of the qualifying session of this group. Ayrton Senna wins this group with Boots in second, Jeff Brabham third, Renier Arnoux fourth, Mansell fifth, Winkelhock sixth, Rosberg seventh, Cheever goes into eighth, Prost ninth, Alboreto 10th, and Kichi Suzuki making up the final driver to make it to the race. So that means we say goodbye to Shakhtar Meta, who was really unlucky in that last lap, Naoki Nagasaka, Mike Thackwall, Stefan Beloff, Ellis De Angelis once again, Lars Viggo Jensen, Jacques Villeneuve, Jorge Ricciardi, Hervé Regel in his debut, and the two Greek drivers were the slowest in this second group. So with that exciting qualifying session out of the way, it is now time to check on the grid positions based on everyone's fastest times to see who got the bonus points and who will be the ones starting up front. So let's take a look now. And here we go, on to the grid for the race around Brazil. It's Ayrton Senna pole position and Boots on the front row. Jeff Brabham and Renier Arnoux on row 2 ahead of Blomqvist and Derek Warwick in 6th place. 7th place Nigel Mansell with Manfred Winkelhock in 8th, and right at the top 10 is Mark Stewart and Keke Rosberg, followed by Ed Cheever and Alan Prost, who are 11th and 12th. 13th is Derek Day from Ireland, Neil Krang is 14th for Australia, 15th Alboreto, 16th Kichi Suzuki, followed by Berger and Allen in 18th. 19th and 20th is Lammers and Andretti, with Van der Merwe and Nicky Lauda on the back row of the grid. So going into this race, can Ayrton Senna give himself a championship contender if he wins this race? Can Thierry Boutsen throw his hat in the ring? And what can Alboreto do from so low down the grid? And the same story with Nicky Lauda. Let's get into this race and find out. So here we are for the race around Brazil, with Ayrton Senna in his home race on pole position, with Thierry Boutsen on the front row for Belgium, Jeff Brabham in the top 3 getting the final bonus point, with Renier Arnoux from France in 4th place on the grid. And looking down further down the field, we've got Jan Lammers, the highest ranked driver in the standings, who's only 1 point behind Nelson Piquet, who didn't qualify, with 3rd place being Ayrton Senna, who is 13 points behind him. But Jan Lammers is starting 19th while Ayrton Senna's in pole position. This could give Ayrton Senna a really good chance to take the lead of the championship off Nelson Piquet, and maybe off Lammers, should Lammers score more than 1 point in this race. So without further ado, let's get into this race and find out what will happen. So it's very foggy here in Brazil. Hopefully it shouldn't impact everyone's view too much, and away we go. And we are heading down to the first corner already. It looks like Ayrton Senna got to a good start, but Thierry Boutsen on the inside trying to make the moves, trying to take an early lead of the race, but Ayrton Senna's going to hold on to first position, and I believe everyone made it through the first corner safely. Yes, they seem to have. So Senna leading, Boutsen second, Brabham third, Arnoux fourth, Blomqvist fifth, Derek Warwick 6th, Mansell 7th, so he's going to be passed by Manfred Winkelhock, Mark Stewart 9th, and Keke Rosberg from Finland rounding off your top 10. Look at Jan Lammers dropping down to 20th, while Michele Alboreto, who was leading the... No, he wasn't leading the championship, that was his teammate, but he didn't qualify in the last 2 races. But Alboreto, the number 1 driver, currently down in 15th place. Let's get the Formulalympics car to the pit, because they're about to finish the first lap of the race already. And here we go, 47 laps of pure chaos. Jan Lammers dropping all the way down to 21st, so Jan Lammers already struggling. He's in a battle with, that is Van der Merwe from South Africa, that he's in a tussle with for 20th. So Jan Lammers got his work cut out if he wants to try and hold to the lead the championship, as there goes the South African driver. The only driver behind him is Niki Lauda from Austria. Niki Lauda is currently 7th in the championship standings. And there's Alboreto trying to chase Neil Krang on his debut in the Formulalympics. Of course, Marco Allen's also making his debut here. He's down in 17th position, and they've both managed to qualify in their first ever group qualifying session, which is a good achievement in itself. What is his time going to be? Will anyone be able to beat it? 1.7 seconds ahead of Thierry Boutsen already. A 1:14.1, that's a really quick time. It does not look like anyone's going to beat it. Thierry Boutsen 4/10 slower in that last lap, and everyone else is even slower than going down to the 1/16th and 17th. And we've got Alain Prost, who only qualified once in the previous round. That was the last round of the West German Grand Prix. He finished 2nd, and here he is down in 12th place in the battle for 11th. This is with Eddie Cheever from the United States. And Alain Prost goes off, and Eddie Cheever makes his way through into 11th position. Eddie Cheever has been quite consistent so far this season. He's currently 6th position in the championship standings. He's qualified every race so far, but he only qualified in the top 3 once, and that was in the first round back at Monza where he qualified 2nd. Of course, one of the very few drivers who's managed to qualify every race so far. I mean, Ayrton Senna has also qualified in every race so far, but he DNF'd the first round, 2nd at Silverstone, 7th in the previous round of West Germany. But I think Ayrton Senna is definitely showing that he can be a true contender by being consistently into the races. 1:14.0, he's got the fastest lap of the race so far. Look at this, 2.2 seconds ahead of 2nd place Thierry Boutsen, with Jeff Brabham still chasing him for 2nd position. And there's a bit of a gap down to 4th place with Rennie Arnoux and Stig Blomqvist from Sweden, who's currently doing pretty well in 5th position at the moment. Here we go, Thierry Boutsen sets the fastest lap of the race now. 1:14.0, he's now pushing up in the pace now. He's going to try and catch the Brazilian of Ayrton Senna. Doesn't want him to be out of his sight. Not yet anyway. There's Ayrton Senna ahead. 2.2 seconds is the gap between them at the moment. And Senna saying personal best, but not getting the fastest lap. Thierry Boutsen gets the fastest lap again. So he is slowly creeping his way closer to Ayrton Senna, but not going to be quite enough. Still 2.2 seconds is the gap between them at the moment. 1:13.7, the first fastest lap under 1:14. Good job from Ayrton Senna there, as he is trying to increase the gap once again over Thierry Boutsen. And Thierry Boutsen, I'm sure, is not going to let him get away that easily. In fact, Jeff Brabham's going to set the fastest lap of the race, 1:13.8. Okay, so Brabham has indeed upped his game quite considerably to close in on Thierry Boutsen. That's going to have the Belgian team relatively concerned for sure, if Jeff Brabham is managing to pull the fastest lap and is upping his pace quite dramatically over the Belgian. Okay, we're looking further down the field. What about Shiva and Sura? Not quite, not much happening at the moment. Looking further down, not seeing anything worth note. And actually, about going to lap 11, let's see who made the biggest gains and losses so far after this short amount of period of time. The biggest gainer is Andretti, who started 20th. And the other gainers, Van der Merwe gained 1 position, and Marco Allen in his debut gained 1 position, and so has Keke Rosberg. And the only 3 drivers have lost positions are Berger, Lammers, and Mark Surer. So not too much change up and down the order so far. But you know, we're not even a quarter of a way into this race, so I'd say got to chill out a little bit and we'll wait and see if anything dramatic happens. If this is a fluke or they're just set for great things. 1:13.8 says beating the fastest time so far. And look at this, 4.7 seconds. The Brazilian just absolutely dominating this race in the moment. Okay, so on lap 24.7, I think we should just check who's made the biggest gain and loss so far at this point. Biggest gains, Mario Andretti and Keke Rosberg, who have both gained 2 positions each. And the only driver who's lost more than 1 position is Gerhard Berger in 19th position, who started from 17th. But yeah, not exactly good at the moment, and Aaron Senna saying the fastest time, a 1:13.8, and look at him, 7.7 seconds ahead of second place Thierry Boutsen. And despite a considerable gap between him and Suzuki, who's about 3 seconds, who's also about 8 seconds ahead of Mark Allen, Ayrton Senna getting the fast lap again, 1:13.7. Ayrton Senna absolutely on fire in this race, 1:14.2 from Boutsen, 1:14.4 from Brabham. We're staying out, that we do know, 1:14.0, 1:14.2, 1:30.7, and Renault does indeed set the fastest lap of the race down in 4th position. So that's definitely a good sign for them, as this definitely shows Renault is upping his game here to try and get into the top 3. They're also a personal best lap, which is considerably faster than Stig Blomqvist this time. So it looks like Warwick is closing in on the Swedish driver. You know, I think the same story was with Keke Rosberg and he's chasing Mansell. Is he pitching or is he staying out? No, he's staying out. And Aaron not happy with Renault Arnoux there, sets the fastest lap of the race as well again. 1:13.6. He was like, this is my home race, I'm going to set the fastest lap of the race. 1:40.7, 1:40.2, 1:40.1. Okay, Arnoux is backed off. Considerably, he's still faster than the 2 drivers ahead, but he's backed off, trying to beat Senna's fastest lap. And here's your race leader, Ayrton Senna, staying out still. And what's he do? 1:30.6, setting the fastest lap once again, trying to make it impossible for everyone else to try and beat. And Senna going in with a vengeance over Arnoux, 1:30.7 from Thierry Boutsen, a really quick time now, 1:30.9 from Arnoux. He's still faster than Brabham's time. So we'll get second down to a 3-way fight for a second between Boutsen, Brabham and Arnoux, that's for sure. Mansell and Warwick are battling each other for 6th. The two teammates trying to get ahead of each other, but Warwick looks like he's going to stay ahead of Nigel Mansell. 1:30.6, he does set the fast lap of the race once again, showing great speed from the Brazilian. And Thierry Boutsen, he's in the pits. Thierry Boutsen's pitting already. Jeff Brabham sets the fast lap of the race also, 1:30.6. Okay, Renault Arnoux is also in the pits. Okay, so Boutsen and Arnoux are doing early pit stops together, but Boutsen is going to stay ahead of Arnoux. And Arnoux is on the move. Blomqvist is staying out. Derek Warwick is in the pits as well. And where's Boutsen going to come out? He's going to come out, it looks like he's going to come out in 7th. Mark Stewart's in the pits as well. Okay, so Boutsen's going to come out in 7th. Arnoux is going to come out in 8th. Neil Crank's in the pits, Suzuki in the pits as well. Okay, so this is interesting. So the drivers pitching early, and those that are not pitching early. So Sura, Suzuki, Krang, Mark Allen's pitching early as well. And what about Ayrton Senna? Here he is. So your race leader Senna is going to pits. So I imagine Brabham's will be pitching this lap as well. So Mary and Allen at the back. Okay, Brabham looking like he's coming in now. Andretti gets past Seward's coming out of the pits. And Stig Blomqvist is kind of staying third. It's going to be coming out soon. And Ayrton Senna. Has he stopped or is he? No, Senna's already on the move. Straight in and straight out from the Brazilian. Blomqvist. Okay, everyone else is coming into the pits. The question is going to come in second. Well, Brabham's definitely going to come ahead in second. Oh no, Thierry Boutsen is actually getting close. Is Boutsen going to get ahead of Brabham? It looks like Boutsen may end up holding on to second. So the other pit stop definitely. Oh! Okay, getting bumping and barging between them, and Thierry Boutsen goes awfully wide. And Jeff Brown wasn't able to do anything about it. Renault New stays in 4th, Warwick is 5th now. Stig Blomqvist coming out of the pits in 6th position, and who's going to be 7th? Looks like it's going to be Manfred Winkelhock actually. In fact, Mark Stewart is trying to catch him, but I think Winkelhock is going to beat them out and go to 7th. Nigel Mansell is 8th now. Alan Prost in the point position 9th, and Rosberg dropping down to 10th. So Mark Stewart dropping out of the points in 11th, with Chiba 12th, Suzuki 13th, Krang is 14th, Daly 15th, Bandon Mary is 16th at the moment, and Alboreto coming out of the pits now. Ahead of Marco Allen is going to be in 18th position, Gerhard Berger 19th, Andretti 20th, Lammers 21st, and Loud at the back. And 1:12.5 our new thing, the fast lap of the race. Oh man, so it's all kicking off here. Okay, so not too many shifts of the order, but definitely some significant changes. Who made the biggest gains and loss after all that? Well, biggest gain, I'm not surprised to say, is Brandon Murray, who started on the back row. He's made his way up to, he's gained 5 positions, he's up into 16th position, thanks to the pit stops. The experienced gainers are Alan Prost, who is in 9th, Suzuki is 13th now, and the biggest loss is the biggest loss, only lost 2 positions. That's Sewer, Daly, Alboreto, Berger, and Lammers. So they're your biggest losses at the moment. Oh wow, that was a really crazy pit stop there. Surprised everyone went in a lot earlier than I thought. I thought we're going to keep it till like lap 40 or something like that. But as you can probably see on the boards, Andretti, Lammers, and Lauda have been lapped already. And then Sam's going to try and lap. We need to try and lap. That was Gerhard Berger ahead, and Ready on You saying the fastest lap of the race again, 1:12.5. He's chasing Boots and Brabham. He is eager to get a French driver into a medals position. Now it looks like he may be struggling to get past the back marker. That could play to their advantage. Eddie Cheever gets the fast lap of the race now, 1:12.2. Down in 11th position. Eddie Cheever, where have you been for this race? Okay, so Cheever has now got the fastest lap of the race, even though he's not in the points at the moment. And Eddie Cheever is saying the fast lap again at 1:12.2. He is turned up for this race. In fact, he does have Keke Rosberg though in the distance, so maybe Eddie Cheever is realizing he can still potentially score a point out despite not doing well this weekend. And his teammate is a lap down in 19th place. And Eddie Cheever sets the fast lap once again, 7 times faster than Rosberg with a 1:12.1. And look like he is absolutely caught up with Keke Rosberg. In fact, Cheever could end up scoring a point for the United States. And it's now going to try and make the move to finally lap Marco Allen and get ahead. And Marco Allen goes on. Oh, so had a moment there as well, but he does get the pass. Well, not exactly what you call a clean one. In fact, Marco Allen's lost possession to Mario Andretti now, so Andretti made his way to 18th thanks to after that. I think Sam may have lost his patience, lost his cool there. And Harry Cheever once again another 10th off Keke Rosberg. So he's trying to make the move. He's got 8 laps to go now to try and get into 10th. And then again, we also got to look out for Brabham and T. Boutsen. Look at that, Boutsen has been caught up by Brabham. There's the back marker in the distance. And here comes Jeff Brabham, and they come out of the fog. Is Brabham going to try and make the move for second? Well, he's going to try, but I don't think he's going to get it. Yep, Boutsen defending the possession nicely. So who is going to get the silver medal? Will it be Belgium? Will it be Australia that gets this? And here comes Brabham once again, trying to make the move. Oh, and they both went a bit wide there. That's not good for them, but they didn't. But they both hold the positions. There's our news closing in on them quite quickly now. On board to the Frenchman as we watch this battle continue. And here they go, coming down towards the left-hander. Jeff Brabham on the outside. How is this going to go? And they both go off. And I think Jeff Brabham might get ahead. Ray on knees right behind them. Wants to try and make a move, but not able to do anything about it. And they're still battling for that possession. Boutsen and Jeff Brabham not going to let up second place that easily. And Terry Boutsen looks like he's just about going to hold on. But Jeff Brabham's back for more. He's not done with him just yet. Oh my goodness, this is going really messy between them. Yeah, but Terry Boutsen has definitely got held onto the position successfully. Oh man, that's crazy. Ran you not really able to do anything about it. But these guys try and chase them down once again and just hope they make another mistake. And here we go, they're battling once again. Terry Boutsen still not giving the Australian any room to wiggle to wiggle his way through to second. And once again, here they go, coming to the left-hander. Are they gonna? Yep, they're off the road again. Are you closes in? Not able to do anything about it. Or has the Australian finally solidified the position? And here we go, left-hander, off the road they go. Yeah, and I think Jeff Brabham may have actually gone second place off Terry Boutsen. So that is going to be really good news for the Australian team. They're going to be absolutely ecstatic that Jeff Brabham has finally found his way through Terry Boutsen into second place. Alright, so Terry Boutsen is going to hard work hard to try and at least defend third place and try and get a bronze medal for Belgium. But can he hold off Arnie long enough to get third? Because Jeff Brabham's already pulling away quite nicely, and here comes Ray Arnie to try and make a move. I think going the slipstream, try and go on the outside. There we go, and Arnie making for second, trying to make his way into third. And Arnie has managed to get ahead of Terry Boutsen. Now that is gutting for Boutsen and for Belgium. I think they're going to end up not getting a medal at all. Now Boutsen doing so well hanging on to second, but I guess when you're under that much pressure, well, you're going to eventually crack and end up losing out to them. And it just doesn't get any simpler than that in the Formulalympics. When you're on a track where you can absolutely you can dominate better than others, well, you're pretty much in control no matter what. And here we go, just one last corner to go. Ayrton Senna is going to get his second medal of the season, but he's also going to get his first gold medal of the season. And I believe with this result, this will ensure he will take the lead of the Drivers' Championship and keep Brazil in the lead on the nations table. Ayrton Senna is your race winner around into Lagos. What a victory for the Brazilian. It looks like Jeff Brabham, after putting the Belgian driver of Terry Boutsen under so much pressure, has managed to make him crack, and he's going to sneak his way into second place. A silver medal for Jeff Brabham. René Arnoux for France will get another medal for them. A bronze medal for Arnoux. Terry Boutsen did so well to hang in fourth, but just couldn't handle the pressure any longer and will have to settle for fourth. And we'll wait for everyone else to finish with Gridwalk fifth. We've got Stig Blomqvist doing really well for Sweden sixth. Winkock seventh, Mansell late. Keke Rosberg managing to hold off Eddie Cheever long enough to ensure he gets the final point for Finland in 10th place. And here is your final result. What a result that was for Ayrton Senna. Absolutely dominated right from the get-go with 58 minutes 3 seconds. Jeff Brabham doing really well to get a silver medal. René Arnoux out of nowhere was able to get a bronze medal for France, with Terry Boutsen just missing out on a medal in fourth. We have Gridwalk fifth, Stig Blomqvist sixth, Manfred Winkock seventh, 8th place going to Nigel Mansell, Alan Prost 9th, and the final point belonging to Keke Rosberg in 10th, 38.7 seconds behind. And we look further down. A Cheever 11th, Mark Stewart 12th, Kiichi Suzuki 13th, Neil Crying in his first ever Formulalympic race, finishing in 14th place, just under 55 seconds behind your race winner. With Derek Daly 15th, getting his first finish of the season, Michele Alboreto will be very disappointed to finish all the way down in 16th position, and the Italian team will also be disappointed with El D'Angelo's not qualifying and Michele Alboreto to come away with nothing. And also a really bad day for Mario Andretti, down in 17th. Saro van der Merwe, we can't really argue too much about. He did really well for South Africa in this race. Mark Allen, in his first ever race, he did finish a lap down, but 19th position is still a decent result for your first ever Formula Olympic race. Qualifying to begin with is impressive enough as it is, and the same story for Krang. Jan Lammers, the man who could have easily taken the lead of the Drivers' Championship, could not get out of the back of the pack, was stuck at the back of the pack for the entire race, down 20th. And probably the biggest disappointment of them all, the two Austrian drivers, Gerhard Berger and Niki Lauda, at the very bottom of the pile. So, with that really interesting race out of the way, it is now time to check the drivers and the nations table to see how things have shaken up. So after such a grueling race around Brazil, a very dominant victory for Ayrton Senna puts him to lead the championship by 11 points of his teammate who failed to qualify for the race to begin with. Jan Lammers' very disappointing performance puts him down third overall, with Jeff Brabham's impressive performance putting him to fourth in the standings, with Manfred Weinkalk rounding off your top 5. Brazil goes into the lead of the nations table with a 28-point lead over the Netherlands and West Germany, who both share 37 points apiece. France and Australia's good performance puts them in the top 5 of the nations table, while South Africa helps the team go into 20th ahead of Argentina, Greece, New Zealand and Spain, who are all in danger of being eliminated. And the same story of Ireland, with Derek Daly getting 15th position. So, final thoughts for the race. Well, this was a very, very dominant race for Ayrton Senna, and Boutsen had a really good race as well before, towards the end of the race, when Arnew and Brabham found their way through him. This was overall not the most spectacular race there is. It was quite a bit boring at times, but it was still a very good race regardless, and it still had a huge impact in the championship standings, both drivers and nations table. Derek Daly and Saro van der Merwe is helping their teams get into the top 20, and Ayrton Senna's dominant performance ensured that he is now the leader of the Drivers' Championship, and of course Australia and France, with their podium finishes, put him in a good position in the top 5. So, despite not being a spectacular race, it was still a very impactful race. How will it compare to the next round of the season? Well, we'll make our way over there and find out.